Hey everybody, this is vlog 6. Um, just a day later, the next day from yesterday, which was as I had recorded, was not that great of a day. Depression was pretty heavy that day. This morning, I got up, felt okay, but I still had this sort of weight on my shoulders, and what that was the weight of having to complete various government documents for my disability claim, and a lot of that work is really daunting because it's the government. It's confusing. You have to literally repeat yourself multiple times. It's so many redundancies. It's ridiculous. But I worked for the U.S. Census Bureau for a couple years, and so I know how ridiculous the paperwork is. Even when we had computers, it was crazy. It was almost like, why do we need these computers? We're doing everything on paper. Oh no, but it needs to be transferred to. Oh, okay. Well, shouldn't there be someone else doing this work? It never made any sense to me. Government nonsense. What can you do? But anyway, I loaded up the paperwork, the documents online, and actually I found out. I kind of wish I would have known this yesterday, but the page that I was on was literally the second to last page of the entire bit of online paperwork that I had to do, and it kind of irritated me at first, but then it really made me feel better because there I didn't have to do any more. So I finished that up, and then that got all sent off with plenty of time to spare. So next thing is next move is to have to. Well, I have an attorney, but I'm not going to get into any of that because that's not what that's not what these posts are supposed to be about. And besides, I don't know enough legal nonsense to even speak about it as nonsense. So instead, I don't know. Like I said, I felt better today, even though I had that weight on my shoulders earlier today. Other than that, really the only thing a couple fun things happened. The I don't know how many of you follow video games, or if you're gamers or not, whether that's your casual gamers or die-hard PC gamers like myself, or console gamers or what have you. But anyway, this sort of this remake of an old game called Half-Life that came out in, I believe, 1998 or 1999. I can't remember the exact date. I think it's 1998. It came out, and it completely blew away the PC world with how intense it was. It was a first-person shooter, but it broke a lot of your normal first-person shooter, not really rules, but it was a very immersive experience, and also had a little hint of horror element to it. There was a little bit of terror there, which just made the game even better. But anyway, there's this modding community that's been working on an update to Half-Life, and they finally released it. And I played probably about the first 30 minutes into the game, and it's nothing but pure nostalgia, but yet nostalgia that's shinier, because things actually look better than I remember them looking back in 1998, and that was a while ago. So if and it was the same experience. They somehow managed to keep that core together, of gameplay and immersiveness and what have you, but yet update the graphics, update some of the sound effects, and what have you. So it's been really fun, actually. I mean, like I said, I've only had about 30 minutes into it, but and if you know anything about Half-Life, yeah, beginning of the game, that and even Half-Life 2, I mean, for a good 20, 30 minutes of the game, at the beginning, you're not doing anything. You're not first person shooting anything. You're just walking around, talking to people. Well, they're talking to you because you don't talk. Silent protagonist, you know, that whole thing. But not only that, but my left wrist is getting better. I'm actually wearing my watch today, which is good because I have had my wrist in a brace because a couple weeks ago I woke up and found out that I could not move my wrist. It was like it was asleep. You know, you lay on your arm funny, or you lay on your leg funny, or you sit down for too long or something, you cross your legs and your foot falls asleep. It's something like that. But the only difference is that it doesn't go away immediately. It normally takes not like a day or two, it takes a couple weeks. And that's because what I did was I crushed a nerve cluster. We're not sure if it was a nerve cluster in my elbow, my left elbow, or if it was up higher near my shoulder. But yeah, I haven't really been wearing the brace because I've actually been able to do stuff with my left hand. I've been able to actually type without having to just like punch, you know, one finger type things. So that's nice, because there was a point where I literally I put my hands on the keyboard and my left hand, I literally could not support the weight of my own fingers. So my fingers were just like insta-press the keys that they were laying upon. So obviously I couldn't type with that hand. But that's all better now. So today turned out to be a better day than yesterday, which is good. I'd like to have more of these vlogs, not always be so, you know, down and, you know, I mean, they are. I mean, a lot of them are going to be, you know, maybe a bit of a downer, but what I'm trying to do with these is I'm trying to show something that's real, something that's true and honest, and you know, show the good times with the bad times. You know, yesterday was terrible and shitty, but today really wasn't that bad. So why only make videos of the days that I'm, you know, feeling bad? You know, I should at least make a video every once in a while of the day that I, you know, actually felt good, for majority of it. So not only that, but it also is a plus. It's nice enough outside and got the windows open, which is nice. I can hear all the crickets and cicadas and what have you chirping. It's one thing I like. I like those sorts of things. Even though as much of an inside person as I am, the outdoors it intrigues me. I guess it's because I don't really go out much. But and if anybody's wondering what I'm randomly drinking, it's various things. You mean anything from soda to water. Right now it's a beer. Um, so, and I know it kind of sort of looks like I'm wearing the same shirt from the last vlog, but I just want to let everyone know that it is not the same shirt. That shirt was orange. This shirt is sort of a lighter red color and says this on it. Star Trek. Woo! Yes. So anyway, big fan of Star Trek. So, as you can tell, as these vlogs continue to go on, you find out more and more that I'm a geek. I mean, I thought the Harry Potter wand would give some of it away. But other than that, I think I'll just sign off tonight, unless I might make another video later on. I don't know if I feel like talking about something else, but I encourage you guys to please watch my vlogs. I mean, they're not, hell, if it's not something you're into, that's cool. You can click away, whatever. Had a comment on one of my on the last video. I don't really know if the person actually watched it or not. Maybe they did, and if they did, thank you. But they wrote a comment. And they were just like, "Dat beard," and which I had to make mention here, because that's one thing I'm actually quite proud of, is my beard, my beardedness. I probably take care of my beard better than I actually take care of most of the rest of myself. Actually, a funny psychological reasoning behind having a beard was something I remember discussing with a good friend of mine in college, who also happened to be one of my psychology professors, and one of my majors in college was psychology. And I remember we had a very friendly discussion about how we both had beards, and he didn't wear a hat, but I always wore a hat. I had a beard, sunglasses, and a hat, and that was, you always saw me in that, no matter if it was inside of a building, or if it was outside and the sun was shining, or if it was raining. You know, it didn't matter. Always had sunglasses on and always had a hat on. And then I had the beard, and we got to talking that a hat, like sunglasses and the beard, they're things that it's as if though, not that we're hiding behind them, but they're used as a mechanism to keep people just that little farther bit away from you, just to create that little extra bit of personal space. And we couldn't really figure out if this was something that was true. You know, it's something that we would have to, you know, go in and actually do a true experiment on. But we both laughed at the fact of, are we really going to, you know, put somebody through that? Here, grow a beard, or here, walk around with clean shaven, see how people act around you. Okay, now grow a beard, you know, hide yourself for however long it takes you to grow a beard, come back out into society, and see how those same people react to you. You know, but we realized that was a ridiculous thing to do, but it is. It is sort of a mechanism to sort of hide behind, because it does. It hides parts of my face. Not only that, but it gives, in my mind, it gives my face, you know, a structure. You know, it completes the face. You know, but whatever. It's a beard, and I love my beard. And other people with beards too. I'm very impressed if I see someone else with a nice beard. I usually make a comment and be like, "Ah, enjoy your beard. That's very nice." But excuse me. Well, I think I'm gonna sign off because this video is running even longer than my previous vid. Wow. And like I said, some of these things I'm just gonna be rambling, and you know, if that's something you want to listen to, it's fine. If you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it. You know, like I said, I'm not here just to please people. I'm here to talk, possibly entertain, mostly to help me and other people understand mental illness. And that has to do with literally everything that I talked about, even in this video, even though most of the stuff I talked about in this video was, you know, about video games or something else. So, but all this is about my life, so it's valid, and it's important, because that's another reason which I had forgotten to state before, was I used these to literally go back and catalog what exactly was going on however many days ago or whatever, which is why I like to keep doing these things frequently, because I have very, very poor memory. So I could literally forget the fact that yesterday I had a very bad, heavy depression day, and next time I go see my therapist or my psychiatrist, you know, I forget to tell them about this event because I've put it behind me. I've erased it from my memory. So it's supposed to help in any and all ways. But I don't want to hit 20 minutes. It's already 18 minutes and like 10 seconds. So I'm gonna have to sign off, and I'll talk with you guys later. Good night.